What's up, guys? I hope everybody's doing good today. So today on this video I want to talk about 4 things that high value men never do. Right? If you really consider yourself as a high value man, that's a good thing. Continue doing so, because so many men out there are weak, so many men out there are losers, so many men out there don't realize who they are. They don't realize their potential, they don't realize their purpose, right? That is why they are living a life of no worth, of no purpose, of no value. That's why people will never put them in a category of winners, category of successful people. They will always be placed in a position or in a category of average people, content people, losing people, right? So if you understand that you are a high value man, not just understand but also living up to the expectation of what a value man should be, very good, man. Keep it up, keep it going, but don't just be a high value man on your own. Try and build a brotherhood of high value men, because we need so many men out there who are going to be high value, right? Because people aren't going to take you serious if you don't regard yourself as a high value man, right? So the first thing that I want to talk about being a high value man and things that low value men do is that high value men don't shy away from their problems. Guys, we all face difficulties, we all face tough times, we all face stressful times, we face trials and tribulations, but it is how you weather the storm. It is why you weather the storm, right? If you shy away from your problems, who do you think is going to fight your problems for you? Who do you think you're going to be? Who do you think you're going to be? Think about it, guys, right? Because as a high value man, you should understand that as a man, you were born to struggle. You were born to go through the deep. You were born to go through the tough times, the challenging times, the traumatic times, the heartbreaking times, for you to build yourself as a man, for you to build your value, for you to build your worth. Guys, we should realize this, that a man's masculinity is built on what he has achieved, is built on what he has faced in the past, right? What he's facing in the present and what he will face in the future, because that is what builds your masculinity, what you go through in life, how you overcome it, why you overcome it, right? So you need to understand that you have to go through the suffering, you have to go through the pain. People have to hurt you, life has to hurt you, life has to punch you in the face, and life is going to ask you, do you really want this? Do you really want to do this job? Do you really want to continue with this business? Do you really want this family? Do you really want to settle down? Do you really want to be an influential person? Do you really want to be a millionaire, a billionaire? Do you really want to break that generational curse in your family? Do you really want to be that first academic in your family? Life is going to do that to you, right? So you need to understand that as a man, for you to become high value, you need to fight your problems. Don't shy away from your problems. Face your problems in the eyes, right? Conquer. Be able to do so, because once you have a family, right, once you have a wife, once you have kids, if you go through tough times, are you going to allow your kids to see how weak you are? Are you going to allow your kids, your wife, to think that we don't really have somebody we can depend on? We don't really have somebody we can actually say that we are protected by? Because whenever you're faced with tough times, you give up, you fold, you quit, you cry, you tell the world about your problems, but there's nothing that you do about your problems, right? So you need to create value as a man by fighting your problems, by facing your problems in the eyes, and never ever losing your self-confidence in fighting. Number 2, guys, is high value men never go against their word. Guys, a man in this world can only depend on 2 things: their word and their balls. Their word and their balls, meaning that whatever that you tell yourself you want, whatever that you tell yourself you're going to do, you have to go out there and do it, right? You need to tell yourself that if I want to go out there and start a business, if I want to go out there and buy that car, buy that house, invest into that property, go out there, get a degree, a master's degree, a doctoral degree, whatever, you need to go out there and make it possible, because the only 2 things you have in this world is your word and your balls. That is what will take you to the next level as a high value man. I hate it when guys say that they're going to do this and never live up to their expectation. They all talk. I hate people who are just talkers. They talk, but the 0% of implementation, the 0% of execution, right? People respect you more, people value you more when you execute, because execution is worshipped. Execution is worshipped. People are going to see that this person doesn't just talk about what he's going to do. He doesn't just talk about his dreams, his goals, his aspirations, but he actually goes out there, hunts, and fights and makes it possible. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to experience, right? We also want to feed off that energy. Do you think, guys, if you hang around people like your Warren Buffetts, your Bill Gates, your LeBron James, your Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady's, Giannis Antetokounmpo, if you hang around with those people, do you think they just wake up in the morning and just talk about their dreams? Do you think they just wake up in the morning and just tell you what they want to achieve? Or do you think they go out there and make it possible because they understand that tomorrow is not promised? We only got today, and today is the only time we can make our dreams become possible. Stop living up to anyone's expectations, but live up to your own. Tell yourself what you want to do and hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself responsible for not being able to accomplish what you wanted to accomplish at a particular stage, in life, and go out there and make it possible. Don't give up. Don't tell yourself if you wanted a particular dream, or if you wanted a particular goal to become, present, and it didn't happen in those 5 years, or 3 years, or 2 years. Don't give up. Just keep going until you achieve it, because high value men never go against their word, right? Number 3, guys, is that high value men never run their mouth. This one, guys, makes you look weak if you do it, because high value men never talk a lot. They never run their mouth, right? If you see something that is wrong, don't say a lot. Just say a few sentences, just say a few words, and keep it moving. Because once you become somebody that talks a lot, talking a lot actually expresses a sign of weakness, right? You are trying to cover up for something that you cannot accomplish, right? But at the end of the day, people are going to see that you are just a talker. You're just somebody that talks, but you are lacking somewhere, somehow. So high value men never talk a lot. They never run their mouth. If you see that something not going your way, don't express it in a way that now you look weak, in a way now that, demotivates people to not believe in you or whatever. Just accept that situation, accept whatever that is happening around you, and try to change it with your actions instead of your mouth. Because, guys, I can't be with people, or I can't hang around with people who run their mouth, because people who run their mouth are people who complain, people who are complacent, people who are content, people who are hiding behind their words, people who are hiding behind their mouths. But people who just talk less, speak less, are people who are executors. Those are the people I want to hang around with, people who will implement, whatever that they say they're going to implement. Those are the people I want to hang around with. Those are the people I want to associate myself with, because I regard myself as a high value man. And I can't be hanging around with people who are low value, because once I hang around people who are low value, that is what I will become, right? Because so many men don't understand that you are the sum of the people you hang around with. If you hang around with low value men, you are going to be the next person who's going to be low value. But if you hang around with high value men, that is what you will live up to. That is what you will live like. High value, right? So stop being a person that talks a lot, that runs their mouth every time something goes wrong. Or even when you're chilling around with people, stop, talking beyond your limit. Because some people are going to desert themselves from you, because now you're just talking beyond what you have to say. And sometimes you look like a fool because you're saying the wrong things, right? Because somebody that talks a lot, eventually they are going to say something stupid. And once you say something stupid, now people are going to lose respect for you. People are going to lose value for you. People are going to lose worth for you, right? You're not going to have integrity, no dignity anymore, no respect for you anymore. So I want you to remain calm, remain in your frame, right, to be regarded as a high value man. The last one, guys, is that high value men never speak ill of others. One thing for me, guys, is that I never hang around with people who gossip, whether it's men, females. I don't want to find myself in that position. or in that space where people talk about other people, what am I going to benefit from talking about somebody else's life? What am I going to benefit? I'm not going to benefit anything, guys. So high value men never hang around with people who gossip, people who are jealous, people who speak ill of other people. Right? The only thing that you can do about talking about other people is talking about how influential they became in your life, or how influential they are in your life, and how you can take the good out of their success and actually implementing it into your life and helping the next person. That is what I can talk about with other people regarding somebody else's success, right? I don't want to talk about somebody else's downfalls, because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. We all have our own flaws. So why should I meet up with you to talk about somebody else's flaws when I know in actual fact that we are all humans and we all have mistakes, right? At times, the person that you might be talking to is acting holier than thou, but behind the scenes, they are very bad. They're very negative. They're very dark, right? They probably could be the devil themselves. You never know, right? So never hang around with people who speak ill about others, because you're just killing yourself mentally. You're just killing yourself emotionally, spiritually, because now every time you meet with these people, you're only going to talk about other people. And what that does is it creates a platform where you will never become successful. You will never become the person you want to become. You'll never make the money you want to become, because all you do is just hang around in a negative space. All you do is just create a negative space for you to just live around. And once you live in a negative space, your life becomes negative, and people are going to see negativity in your life. People are going to see that you are a low value man. You never benefit anything from speaking ill about others. Never forget that you also have flaws. You also have blind spots. You also have things that you have to work on as a man. You could probably having problems, with jerking off, with pornography, with being a womanizer, with having lust, with failing at school, having a bad relationship with your parents, your mom, your dad, whatever. You could be having those kind of blind spots. Right? And why is it that you're talking bad about other people when you could actually be working on your own problems? I hope this makes sense, guys. Stop talking about other people and work on your blind spots to become the best version of yourself as a high value man. So guys, I hope these 4 things will help you to understand that we need more high value men. And if you are a high value man, continue being that and help other men to become high value men. Right? Get up and go get it, guys. I'm gone.